going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we're diving into Orville Peck's newer EP. This came out about November 14th, so I'm super excited to check this out. We actually did a reaction to Drift Away and the official music video, and I gotta say, it's probably one of my favorite vocal performances from Orville. You can tell that over the last few years, he has really honed in on that skill. I know part of that was probably also being on Cabaret and things like that, but it's really cool to see how he's been able to bring that and blend it into his newer music. And I'm basing this just off of that single. So really excited to see the other 6 tracks that are on this EP. Before we dive into today's video, obviously, if you guys want to see the full EP listening party where we don't cut anything out, you can check that out over on Patreon. Links in the description. Everyone who supports me over there is why I'm able to make these videos. So I appreciate you all so much. And of course, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Instagram at Steven in Stereo. But with all those things out of the way, we're going to dive into the 6 tracks that we have not listened to yet from this. This is the Appaloosa EP, and we are starting with Dreaded Sundown. I feel like I can see him saddling up.
Never had the chance to know if love replaces what can't grow. One thing's sure, a stone's a stone, dreaded sundown.
Fuck. Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks also gave me this vibe when I was like a very young kid. I loved that tape when I had it on cassette when I was a kid. This has that same vibe kind of rolling in.
Ooh, it's coming round. Fuck. Shadows fall across the dusty ground. Save me from this town.
Beautiful.
Dreaded sundown.
Oh, you feel all the emotion too.
Dreaded sundown. Pace is flowing home my way. Time don't know what for. Now nothing waits outside my door. Dreaded sundown.
Oh my God. I just love when he comes back in with Dreaded Sundown. There's something about that ending every section that really makes you fucking just like live in his experience right here. Oh, so fucking big right there. Oh yeah. Fuck. Oh, I want him to perform this live. Yo, what a fucking way to start this off. Setting the mood. It feels dark. It feels very like apocalyptic in a way. There's so much room in this instrumental, but at the same time, it seems to be filled with like a lot of emotion, a lot of sadness, maybe a little bit, I don't know, like to me, because of the way this instrumental feels, there's like a little bit of fear in there too, almost as if, I mean, I get it, dreaded sundown, you're dreading sundown, but at the same time, I also think that there's like a fear that you can feel creeping into this instrumental, and all of that plays a huge role in what sets Orville up for such a cool vocal moment here. I think that when you have so much ambience in a track like this, you could get lost in these high ranges he's going into. I say high ranges, they're higher ranges than normal. When I first started reacting to Orville Peck, all I could think about was that low end that he does. And I'm so thankful that you see so many different versions of him. And on a track like this, that vocal stands out so fucking strong because it takes up so much of, like, I feel like if you're out in the desert plains, it's just you and maybe a horse, and you look up, you could almost see his fucking vocals and notes in the clouds above you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel from this. It also has that Thunder Rolls roll in that, if you guys remember that song from Garth Brooks, it sets the tone better than most songs can do. And I feel like he just did that too. So I love that for an opener there. Drift Away, we have a full reaction to the single as well as the music video. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't seen it. All right. Holy shit. Acha Fileta featuring Noah Cyrus. Let's do it. Oh yeah.
We meet again. Bad luck, my old friend. I can hear the canyon call my name.
Yes.
Don't swing low. The muddy waters sing their song.
Oh. That chord progression right there is so good.
So goodbye, Appaloosa, right away.
those raspy notes that he can pull out fucking send me so hard. Like, let me get lost in the Appalachians, and the only way I can find my way out before being attacked by a mountain person is to follow the holy fucking vocals of Mr. Orville here. Yes.
Hear your name whisper in the wind. Been so long since I have seen you, friend.
Don't sing low.
Oh.
The muddy waters sing their song.
Goosebumps again.
Let me go.
Oh, that harmony.
Among the willows where I belong.
Fuck.
So goodbye, Appaloosa, right away.
Do you hear Noah in the back of that?
For New York State. Appalachia, help me on my way. That luck can't follow me to stay. If I leave a Chapalaya by today.
Yes. Fuck.
Appaloosa, right away. I'm headed
Oh!
north for New York State. Appalachia, help me on my way.
Oh.
That luck can't follow me to stay. If I leave Chapalaya by today.
The amount of just like
If I leave a Chapalaya by today.
pure beauty in this fucking song. It is absolutely disgusting to me how much I love this. You can hear, oh, fuck. So the chorus to me stands out, I think, more than anything. It's the pre-chorus into that chorus, and I think it's because when Orville hits that raspy note to lead us into the chorus, I'm already here. Like, latch on. I'm doing whatever you tell me. One thing that I really love is how beautiful once Noah's introduced into this song, it takes this song to an absolute another level. I literally I don't look at this. I have straight up goosebumps all over my shit right now. Like, I am losing it about that because there's something about the wave. You can almost see it of Noah's vocal hitting those backing runs while you got this very powerful vocal from Orville. And it really just it does something to set it up in a combination that genetically I want. So I need that in my life more and more. There's something so pretty to me about the soundscape and also about the visual that this song gives me, while also having, again, so much beauty in these fucking notes. Jesus. You know, I know Noah is a wonderful artist. I know she has an incredible vocal, but I love collaborations like this that really let people power in on something that they're really good at. And when two people come together like that, you get that harmony. Yeah, buddy. All right, maybe this time.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay.
Oh, sad Orville's gonna kill me.
First time
Oh, even in the vocal approach there too. It's
he will hold me fast anymore, like the last time and the time before.
I like a vocal like that to me. You guys, if you've been watching my channel a long time, you already know a vocal like that to me hurts more than anything. Because when you record a record like this, you could do any kind of vocal. You could redo that vocal 100,000 times. But that level of vulnerability in a vocal hurts every single time because you fucking feel every note, every pain, every lyric, everything. Ugh.
All the odds are in my favor.
Oh, gotta have a slide, right?
Maybe this time I'll win. Everybody
Yes.
loves a winner.
Oh, got that Sinatra kind of feel.
Peaceful, Mr. Happy. That's what I long to be. Well, oh, the odds are it's gotta happen. Happen sometime.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Maybe this time.
Make me sad. No. It's so hard because in this song, I feel like Orville is so sad. Like, I feel like it's this like sad hopefulness where it's like he's saying maybe this time, but it almost feels like he doesn't really believe it. And I think even to the end with these lyrics, I feel like he's trying to be positive. He's trying to be optimistic about this situation. He's trying to keep a positive attitude. Sometimes you're just trying to convince yourself. And that's what it sounds like here. It seems like we never got to a point in which he really felt happy throughout the song. And even at the end, you're kind of left on that cliffhanger of like, maybe this time, maybe this time, this will be the time that I get to be happy. This is the time I get to win. And there's nothing wrong with always being optimistic. But I think when it's delivered like this, you know that it's hopeful optimism, but with a pretty decent side of pessimism because maybe you haven't really got to experience that before. I could be wrong about that, but judging by the tone of this song, the approach, the fact that the vocals were chosen to be recorded this way, which I'm so thankful for, I just feel like all of those things combined lead me to believe that I don't know if Orville believes this by the end of it, but I understand that he's being hopeful, which I always appreciate. I'm a PMA guy, all right? Even if shit sucks, I try to be positive because like shit's already sucked pretty bad and like you might as well just look good, look forward to the next thing, you know? Okay, oh my days.
New York City is nice in the fall. Held my hand as we walked through it all. A glimpse of what's often been gone. For a moment you made me forget I'm alone.
Oh.
My days. Time keeps on trucking away.
I got goosebumps again.
Is this how it feels to get out my own way? Oh, my day.
I don't know where this song's gonna go, so I don't want to like speak about it being happy and then it gets sad, but I do feel like New York City is one of the most romantic cities of all time. You could really get lost in a time warp there when you're with someone that you love.
Cold, I just ran off instead. I left all my feelings for dead. I can't help but be scared I'm in over my head. Oh, my days. The time keeps on trucking away. Oh, my days.
Oh. I love that it feels happy, but there's also a part of me there that's a little worried because he does say something about like, you know, not wanting to have the nights because you can't look away. And it's kind of like, is that also play into dreaded sundown a little bit where you feel like in the dark you have to live with all these memories? I don't know. Could be thinking too much.
For love, you can't miss what's never been yours.
Oh.
Still it's hard when you spend your life walking through doors.
Fuck.
Oh, my days. The time keeps on trucking away.
This is such a pretty song.
Oh, my days.
Oh.
Oh, my days.
Yes.
So how vibe for a while suffocate. It hurts thinking you'll go away, but it's just as hard knowing that you wanna stay. Oh, my days. The time keeps on trucking away. I'm so used to last, can't tell when I'm first place. And oh, my days.
I kind of have a couple thoughts about the lyrics to the song now. It can still be a wedding song. Still feels like A lot of true love happening there. And this instrumental is beautiful. And I'm sorry, but Orville is just one of the most demanding vocals in the world. As soon as he starts singing, you all shut the fuck up and you listen. I feel like the reason I got the wedding vibe song is that especially at the beginning of this, really setting the tone of walking around. I could spend my days doing this, walking around with the love of my life in New York. But it seems like as time goes on, it's almost like they wanted to be together, but for whatever reason, it didn't work out. Because at the end, it's like, it's harder knowing that you want to stay. So it's almost like we want to be together, but for whatever reason, we can't. There's probably a lot of theories you could do with that. But the thing that I really love about this is that even at the end, it still feels hopeful in a way. Even though I feel like there's a sadness there, but this also makes me think, hear me out. There's almost like a positive to this for meeting the love of your life and how you can how you can go on living your days after that. And it seems like, to me, I think about the fact that when I met my wife, I was probably at the bottom of my life, probably whatever the furthest down I could go before being homeless. I know that sounds wild, but that's about where I was. I had a year span where what the fuck? And in that time is when I met my wife, and I didn't have any futures goals or anything. 22, I was it. I made it as far as I was going to make it. And I remember meeting her and how everything kind of shifted. The tone of the world seemed brighter. Things seemed happier. And I felt like I could live my days like that. That's still how I feel today. But I understand that it requires a love to sometimes inspire you or make you feel like things are worth moving forward, and this is how I could spend my days. And I really got that feeling from this song, especially the New York part. I feel like from then on, it made me feel like the feelings that I had when I discovered what love was. And to me, when I kind of relate those things back, it makes me feel like that's what Orville was saying too, is that maybe he could spend his days because he had found this person that he loved. And unfortunately, maybe time will tell if it comes back together, but very beautiful. Sorry for Rant City about my own life. Y'all don't care. All right. Actually, you do. And I appreciate y'all for that. All right. My Side of the Mountain. All these pretty leads. I love country music for that reason.
I've seen the best and worst of men. I've seen fire and I've seen rain, but I can't comprehend. Never been a selfish man, but I don't have much heart left, so I'm saving what I can.
Oh,
you say don't run.
Look again. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, this dog's too old for stormy weather. Carve a little life out, call it my side of the mountain.
Oh my God.
Live out these days we're counting, gone forever.
My body's in a perpetual state of goosebumps right now. I'm very thankful for this. I just connect to his voice so much.
Find some place to disappear. Holding on can get you stuck, I fear. I don't wanna have to wait forever. Yeah, this dog's too old for stormy weather.
This writing is very pop punk.
A little life out, call it my side of the mountain.
Yes. I became a fan of the whistling in songs because I was obsessed with Otis Redding when I was in high school. And I feel like Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. I feel like that track right there, the entire whistle section, and maybe want more whistles in more songs. Hell yeah. That has to be Orville. There's bass in that whistle.
And should I ever cross your mind, don't shed a tear, just wave my way and know I'm doing fine. And I'll be waving back from my side of the mountain, hoping what you've been fighting's worth forever.
I gotta stop shaving before I do album reactions that I know give me goosebumps, because what the fuck? What's the point? It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. Okay, a lot to talk about here. So first, I love the setting of this. I truly felt like he was just out in the mountains, truly just out in the middle of the fields playing this song and thinking of different times. It felt like it was very obviously like retrospective or introspective, I guess. But the other thing too is when I get to that last section there lyrically, it kind of makes me play back to what I was feeling in Oh My Days. I felt like he was in love with somebody that also loved him back, but maybe wasn't ready to either like be a part of that or like to have a relationship. I don't know, because then I hear My Side of the Mountain and it's like, you don't have to cry or anything. You can pass by and wave, and I'll just make sure that, and I just hope that you're happy with whatever you've decided to spend forever on. Like, I hope it's worth forever. And that really makes me like, question a lot of the lyrics in Oh My Days, because it makes me wonder if it's about the same person. Even if it's not, it's really sad to think about the fact that of what could have been, which is kind of what this feels like. It's like, this is a what could have been story. It's like, you don't have to drive past me and have these memories that envelop so much emotion from you. You could just simply say hi, and I'm just going to be thinking of you. Again, this is one of those tracks though, like maybe this time, where I feel like the emotions of this song are very somber and sad. And it's again one of those things where it doesn't necessarily feel like you're ending on a positive note. Like even at the end when he says what he says about hoping that it's, you know, hoping you're happy in what was worth forever, or however that was said. Even then that felt a little bit bittersweet, like, and also a little bit, I mean it, but do I? You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's always hard to get into the head of someone who's writing these songs, but I just feel like it gives that vibe, especially with the approach that he took here. Again, a lot of these like vulnerable lyrics, a lot of these like, you know, vulnerable vocals that really make you feel the pain he's going through, which I gotta say, like, while Orville's always been good at this in the records I've listened to, because he's got so much range, especially with that chest voice. It's like it's coming from the heart. It feels like that. I got to say that this is the most I feel like I've connected with him emotionally before. Whereas like I've always been kind of like awe-inspired or like awe-amazed by his vocal. I think there's something very different about what he's doing with some of the approaches here. And I really like it because he seems like a larger than life character. I also just want to say that like, I've been trying to say fuck Spotify, because fuck Spotify, pay the artist more, and also putting ICE ads is crazy. Like, no one needs to sign up for ICE. Just saying. Anyways, but on Orville Peck here, when I keep clicking shit, it goes to everywhere but the thing. Now I probably messed my whole thing up. But oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Out once again, find me a friend, someone to walk with too. You call me up, I let it ring. Heartbreak can mean only one thing.
Oh my God, all that vibrato.
Done with this year, I miss drinking beer, missing songs for you.
I actually, one of the interview clips I saw recently is that Orville has been sober, I believe, for 2 years, which congratulations. I know that's like no easy thing for people. It's also cool that he's talking about his music too. So you can see that he does put a lot of personality and personal stories into the songs, which I love.
Too slow to hate, summer came late, fires on the west side, I'm rolling the waves, let's misbehave.
Didn't even have to pretend. A lot of the things he just talked about, obviously all those things were happening. We talked about the fires on the side of the road. Obviously, Orville was in California. If you follow him on Instagram, you could see he was posting a lot of that and a lot of benefits, trying to do a lot of benefit stuff for people when those fires happen. But it's cool to hear that in the lyricism here too. Really sets the tone, because January felt like the end of the world, at least here in America.
Nothing to lose, only
Yes!
tell me your name, we'll burn our mistakes and just ride to the end of the world. Nothing else matters now. Follow me if you dare. So kiss me today.
Yes!
Yeah, there's nothing
Oh, that
left
rasp
to
again.
decide. Nothing to prove and nothing to lose, only time. Don't tell me your name, end of the world.
Oh, that comes in so moody. Wonder what it's going to transition into. Let's see. That's the beauty of Apple Music, is it's had some good transitions lately. It's always Gaga. You know what it is? It's because, no shame in my game, I've been talking about it forever. This was the first album I ever bought on iTunes, with Lady Gaga, the Fame Monster. And I bought it, I think like as soon as, like, within the first week it came out. Hell yeah. Anyways, enough about Gaga, although there's never enough about Gaga. I love this song because it ends on a bit of a positive note. To me, it seems like Orville has seen all the treacherous pieces of the world, and how it did kind of feel like this year has been the end of it. And he's trying to say, like, dude, there's like fires, I quit drinking, like I'm dealing with all these things, and maybe I'm not the happiest, but at least I'm okay. We're going to kind of like move forward in these things, because at least to me, it seems like he was inspired either by love or by maybe just seeing how bad things could be and the fact that you're still here. I don't really know which one of those inspired him, maybe both, but it kind of seems like in this, it's like, I'm cool with if this is the end of the world, even though it's not, but if it is, it would be fine as long as we're all here together. And what's really pretty about that is that, you know, that, okay, we all understand as a collective society that shit can really suck and things can be really bad. And it's very easy to fall into that. Like, it's very easy to stay depressed. And I know that it's very fucking easy to stay depressed. And sometimes you need a little bit of that inspiration and maybe a little bit of medication, if you know what I'm saying. And sometimes you can actually get past that and move forward when you see those things and you see that happiness, that brightness, that hopefulness. And I feel like that's what Orville is almost saying here, is like, things can be bad, but as long as we're together, fuck it. And I think there's something beautiful about that, because it really is the idea that love kind of conquers all. And I definitely feel like there's a lot of love in this album. You could definitely tell that there's heartbreak and sadness as well, but it doesn't seem like it's a bitter kind of feeling. It's almost like, I still love you, blank. You know what I mean? Like, there's almost a blank there, like no but, no nothing, just I still love you, period. And I think that you can feel that in a lot of the pain that is driven through some of these songs, specifically My Side of the Mountain and maybe This Time. I don't know. Orville seems really sad in these, but also, again, sad as somebody who is currently in love. Again, I'm just guessing based on listening to this for the first time, but that's just kind of what I'm picking up on this. And it feels that way because of Oh My Days. I feel like the love inspiration that exists on that track, even if that's not what this is about, I feel it instrumentally. And I think that the tone of that song leads me to believe that there's a lot of love here. So I do hope that Orville does get that love back, or he finds somebody that gives him the love that he's looking for like that, because this is there's like a lot of romanticism, and It's the End of the World, in my opinion. It's almost a romantic song, because it's almost like follow me to the end of the world. Like, you know, if I was there, if you were here, the world could end, I wouldn't care. Shout out American Nightmare. I just feel like there's something so pretty about the idea that if everything blows up around us and implodes, we're in love forever. And fuck it, that's all you need, till death do us part. I love this from Orville so much. This is, again, an emotional connection that I don't think I've ever had before with his vocals to this level. I've always looked at his songs as like very thematic, and him, you know, being Orville and singing in those situations. But I really love that I feel so much personability through this, and he is such a large vocal and a large vocal presence, but to hear what he's done in these ranges, to be able to soften his voice even more, you can tell that he's got that vibrato that's got him some of that like Broadway kind of feeling. You know, I know he's on Cabaret, but like that Broadway kind of feeling. And then also when you hear Maybe This Time, I feel like you get almost that, like, you know, like a club singer, you know, Sinatra-esque kind of feel, Rat Pack-esque style from him, which is something that I've sort of heard him toy with before, but maybe not like a whole song like that. And it's really cool to hear what he did with that as well. So I know this is just an EP. It is 7 tracks. I hope we get a full album then pretty soon. I'm sure that he's got another 7 tracks put away. You gotta, come on. You can't just put this out and not think people are gonna fall for it, especially with Drift Away. I love the visuals of that. I love the song. I think it stands out a lot. And if someone is new to Orville Peck, what a great way to dive in. Although I would also recommend a track like Oh My Days and also Acha, Fileta, because personally, I feel like him and Noah Cyrus do something magical. I don't know what they do in these studio sessions, but god damn, it fucking works. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to smash the like, subscribe to the channel. You guys can follow me over on Instagram at Steven in Stereo. I promise I'm always posting a bunch of shit over there. And of course, make sure you guys go support Orville's music. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go check him out if you've not listened to him other than this, but I have a feeling you probably have if you're on this video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.